Hello, my dear students. Today's topic is writing a story or an email or a blog or a book review, a film review, things like that. First of all, we are going to read a review and we are going to match the paragraphs to the headings. We are going to read the paragraphs together one by one and we are going to find out which of them shows a summary of the plot or the title, the type of actors and the director. Which of the paragraphs shows our recommendations and in which paragraph we can find the general comments. So let's read together this film review. It is the film The Tourist. I hope you have seen it. It's a very interesting one. The Tourist is an exciting, fast-paced thriller about an American tourist who gets caught in all sorts of intrigue while traveling through Europe by train. It is directed by Florian Henkel von Donstermark, and the cast includes Johnny Depp as Frank and Angelina Jolie as Elise. The story begins when Frank meets Elise on a train. What Frank expected to be the perfect trip turns out to be something all different. Before he knows it, Frank is caught up in a dangerous world of spies and gangsters in the breathtaking cities of Paris and Venice. This film is full of action and suspense as agents chase the two from place to place. The plot is very clever and the special effects are spectacular. The acting is excellent too, with both Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie giving convincing performances, and the soundtrack is fantastic. Don't miss this film. It's a must-see for all the cinema goers. Now, let's find out together which of the paragraphs was used for the summary plot or title, type of actors, director, general comments and recommendations. So, paragraph B, or paragraph 2, is the one that is used for the summary of the plot. Then we have paragraph A, or 1. It is shown here the title, the names of the characters, or the director. Then we have paragraph D, which shows our recommendations, which is the last paragraph, and general comments are found in paragraph C or in the third paragraph. Now, what adjectives does the writer use to describe the nouns? What adjectives did the writer use to describe the thriller? So, how was the thriller? It was fast-paced or exciting. What about the plot? How was the plot? The plot was clever, right? What about the special effects? They were spectacular. And the acting was excellent. The soundtrack was fantastic. As you can see, the writer has used a lot of adjectives to describe these things, right? Because we should use a lot of adjectives to make our writing more interesting for our reader. But what should a film review have to be completed? What should we include when writing a film review? When writing a film review, we should write about the plot, about the type of the film first, in the first paragraph. Then we have the second paragraph, the main body, which is the plot. After that, we have got the acting, and at the end, we have got the special effect as well as our recommendations. But what are some of the adjectives we use to describe each of these categories? We have got a group of adjectives here, and we're going to complete this cluster or this spidergram together. Science fiction, weak, fantastic, breathtaking, stunning, adventure, convincing, and fast-paced. So what is used for the type of film? We can say a thriller film, a science fiction film, or an adventure film. What about the plot or the acting? We say an excellent acting or convincing acting. We can even say a fantastic acting. What about the plot? The plot can be clever or fast-paced, a fast-paced plot when things happen really fast. As well as it can be a weak plot, and in this case the recommendations are negative. What about the special effects? The special effect can be spectacular or breathtaking, where when you are amazed and you forget to breathe, as well as stunning, which means amazing. So you've got here a group of adjectives that you can use in your pieces of writing when writing film reviews. Now we have got some sentences here. We are going to find out together if these recommendations are positive or negative. At the end of our film reviews, we write our recommendations, right? They can be positive if we really like the film, or negative if we didn't enjoy the film. Let's have a look at the sentences together. It's a must-see. It will keep you on the edge of your seat. What is this? It's a must-see. It means that you should not lose this. You should not miss without watching this movie. You should watch it immediately. It will keep you on the edge of your seat. What is it in the edge of your seat? You are going to watch it without moving. You are going to be breathtaking. And it is a positive review. I would definitely recommend this film. So I would absolutely recommend this film, and it's a positive recommendation as well. It is rather long and boring. As you can see, the adjective boring and long, they are negative ones, so this is a negative recommendation. Don't miss it, so it's a must-see. They are nearly synonyms, so it's a positive one. And we have I wouldn't recommend it because it's too slow. The adjective slow is a negative adjective, so it is a negative recommendation. Now we have got reviews. What are reviews? We can write a review of a book or of a film. Where do we read reviews? We can read reviews in magazines, in newspapers, or on websites. They are pieces of writing, and we usually write it in the present tense. So, reviews are short descriptions of books or films, plays, etc. They appear on websites or on magazines and newspapers, or as a part of a letter or email. They inform readers and recommend whether or not to read a book or see a film or play. We usually write reviews in the present tense and use a variety of adjectives. But what should we include when writing a book or a film review? Here you have got the things that should be included. You are going to think, I encourage you to think of a film that you saw recently and complete the table with information for each of the categories. You are going to write the title of the film. Then you are going to write about the type of the film. Don't forget to write the director as well as the stars and the main characters of the film. So the cast, right? The cast are the actors that play in the film. The plot line. The plot line is what happens, a short summary of what happens in the book or in the film. Then you're going to give your comments about acting, about special effects, or about music. You have to use here a variety of adjectives. You can use the adjectives that we already did in the previous exercise. And then in the last paragraph, you should write your recommendations. If you liked the film, the recommendations, the adjectives should be positive, right? While if you didn't enjoy the film, your recommendation would be negative. And your homework is to use the things that you wrote in the table, the notes that you wrote in the table, to write a short review for an English school magazine about a film or a book maybe that you liked or you didn't like. These sentences might help you. The title of the film is and you have to write the type of the film. It is directed by the person who directs the film. The cast includes who are the main actors. The story begins. Here you have to write the plot. The film is full of. Here you're going to write about special effects or things like that. And your recommendations as well. Don't miss it is the last sentence of your piece of writing. And thank you for your attention.